Justice! When do we want it? Now!
All right, so on August 20th, Daniela was waiting in the driveway of her boyfriend's home because her friend was about 2 minutes away and was going to pick her up. Well, while she was standing in the driveway, out of nowhere, 38-year-old Joshua Brown swerved off the road, hit her on the left side of his vehicle, and she was found launched about 100 feet from where she was standing in the driveway.
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Anyways, so he keeps going. He doesn't stop, according to a witness who said it sounded like he was going at about 60 miles an hour, maybe. She said he went past the stop sign. He didn't stop. He went home.
What do we want?
Justice!
And when do we want it?
Now!
Because 20 minutes later, he returned with allegedly his parents. A woman and an older man were with him. Daniela was alive for 43 minutes in this ditch. So when they arrived 20 minutes later, when they returned, she was still alive in that ditch. Another witness says that she saw them kind of standing around the ditch in the woods for about maybe 15 or so minutes, maybe even more. And the first sign of law enforcement and lights showed up at 10:03 p.m. And that is about the same time that Daniela passed away.
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
43 minutes after she was hit at 9:20 p.m. Joshua Brown returned with his parents in a different vehicle than the one he was driving. And the one that he was driving had an illegal tint on the windows and the headlights. So
The headlights were tinted too?
yes, with that illegal tint. He was never arrested. Apparently they did a sobriety test, which he passed, and it was negative. We don't know if they did any more testing other than that. But a witness says that she went to see what was going on, and his eyes were bloodshot. That is what she says in an interview that I did. She said his eyes were bloodshot. He was clearly under the influence of something. And she saw him kicking Daniela's phone, like, from the road.
So he moved evidence.
Yeah, he was kicking the phone. That's what she says. And never arrested. Nothing happened. 15 days go by, and on the 15th day or the 14th day, that's when her story started going viral on my TikTok, and we did a protest with her dad. And on the 15th day, that's when they brought him in to the courthouse. He was bailed. He didn't spend a night in jail. I believe they just hit him with hit and run and having illegal tint. But
He should have charged him with leaving the scene of an accident, because that's exactly what he did.
yes.
Whether he returned or not, he still left the scene.
Mm-hmm. And so her family would like vehicular homicide. That is what they're hoping for. And that's why they've been protesting for several weeks now. And the next court date is November 6th.
So do you think the law enforcement dropped the ball by failing to have him properly tested for substances and other things?
100%. That is the first thing they should have done, is done a full-on blood test to see what was going on. And not just take his word for it. And here's another very interesting thing, is Daniela's, I think it was her brother, or maybe it was her dad, said that the firefighters were saying that, oh, she was hit by a drunk driver. The driver was intoxicated. But when the troopers showed up, or they changed the story. But in the very, very beginning, you know when you hear like rumors and stuff, and those rumors appear to be true, in the very beginning, they said, oh, like drunk driver and stuff, that was what was going on. But then that story was quickly changed.
And you said by the state troopers.
Mm-hmm.
And we're hearing that the father of this gentleman is
allegedly was a trooper previously, and a source that knows one of the witnesses told her that, and I've heard from several people in the town. They said the same thing. Daniela's dad's told me he's talked to people. It's all allegedly.
And
so,
law enforcement will not confirm or deny.
No, they will not. And actually, there was an article written by Alamance County News, and they denied any claim that he was, related to law enforcement. They were denying it, but locals are saying that he was. So it's all hearsay.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Daniela's life matters. There's something going on here. Look at the park. They knew we were coming out of here, and this county shut down the park. So we're here on the sidewalk, which is where we want to be anyways, but they shut the park down on Daniela. There's nothing wrong with this park. There's nothing. Why couldn't they have opened that? This just shows you the corruption in this town and how they're unwilling to help this young girl get justice.
From the East Coast to the West Coast, we are everywhere true crime is. We are asking for the public's help. We are searching in the woods. We are doing what it takes here on the Bullhorn Betty channels to find answers to the most alarming cases we have been watching on the news. I can tell you personally that I have traveled this entire country seeking these answers and bringing that content right here to you here on the Bullhorn Betty channels and Bullhorn Betty Crime Stories. We are happy with the work that we've done. We brought many answers to the public, and we have defied mainstream media in our pursuit of the truth in these cases. We will continue to work, we will continue to fight for these victims, and we will continue to tell their stories here on my channels. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty brand of channels and the Coffee Club. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, and more importantly, thank you for allowing me to bring these victims' stories to each and every one of you, advocating for each of these victims. God bless you, God bless America, and more importantly, God bless our victims.
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Girl, she didn't deserve to leave this world the way that she did. And I just think she deserves the justice. I just think she deserves this. I don't think they did what they should have done. I don't think they did their job correctly. But they're state troopers. They're not crime scene investigators. They weren't supposed to be given that case.
Thank you guys for all being here. I know this has been very difficult for you guys. We realize that there's an injustice in this community and we want to raise our voices. So I know you guys weren't here earlier when I was here. When I say what do we want justice. When do we want it? We want it now. That's kind of where we're going to be going. We all know the details of this case. We know that this case something needs to happen here. There is a man that's walking free right now that looks like he might get a slap on the wrist. And we have a young girl that lied in a ditch for 43 minutes alive. So what do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Now. You guys are taxpayers of this community. I want to let you know, whenever I first came into my first community, I was scared. I was terrified. You know where you guys need to be? You guys need to be in your county commission meetings, your city hall, your school board meetings. You need to be raising your voice for this young girl, hitting it on all fronts. What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it? Now.
I just want to say Daniela is have to be justice because we need to stop all this corruption in this county. I'm being on this county for so many years, and I'm being here by this county for it's being corrupted. Every time I hear it's being corrupted. You know what I mean? We need justice for Daniela right now because this man is still free. He can be kill somebody else already. He liked to run 152 miles an hour. We have videos, we have the proof, we have everything. and this man is still free. I cannot believe this. We need to get this man in jail already since day one. This is for his piss me off. The troopers is trying to cover everything. Now he's putting him in jury because he don't have enough proof. We have the proof. We have the records. The DA, he say he don't have no records. We need to change this system. 2025 is need to be changed. We need a new system on this county. We tired about every time because we Hispanic, we give the stuff for these troopers just because we Hispanic or different color. It don't make difference. Life is a life. This is why we have the law to protect our community. Another thing is, and for you count the law and the law is protected, it's corruption, who you have to count? And for the law is corruption. We have to take care of our own because we tired by this county already. We already know this county. Everybody knows. Everybody asked me for this. Everybody signed the petition. I'm here every day, every single day. I'm here. And for one is on the petition, 2 or 3, you get what? Maybe 5,000 people because everybody signed the petition, share pictures, share videos on TikTok and Facebook. And I want to say I appreciate to everyone. I want to say thank you. Everyone come today, and I want to say thank you to people coming from long ways, coming from New York, coming from maybe California, and I want to appreciate everybody by Daniela's case because Daniela it need to be justice.
Yeah.
You know, I know this county pretty much. It's been sued before, 2005. We need to go to another county just to get sued. And it's by time these people doing the job because we pay the taxes to do the job. We pay troopers to do the job.
Yeah.
All this right here is all by taxes. Why is not doing the job? It's like I tell the trooper today. I say, why you give me 6 days later? You already been covered everything. He just turned the face when I tell him, I say, I found the hurt in this place. He just turned the face left or right, like pissed off. Like, oh, this guy has got the evidence. We not have nothing. We have the part for the car, we have everything. Because the trooper is not going to do his job.
Yeah.
Now he put him in jury because he not wants to do the job because he don't have evidence. We have the evidence. And this is the problem. On these days with the troopers, he's trying to cover everything because he's white. I'm telling you straight up, it's the truth.